You get to that point in life and you go, okay, is this really what I want? And is this where I thought I would be? I want to reinvent myself, but how do I now start on this new journey? Where do I start? If you are over 50, please know that you are stepping into an incredible era, and it's all about that power and confidence that you're growing into. That's what I want to talk about today. Welcome to 50 and Fearless, the podcast where bold women gather, grow, and go after more. I'm your host, Kylie Jones, and this is your time. Welcome to 50 and Fearless, the podcast. I am so damn excited you are here today because first off, I want to talk about last week's episode. It blew up. It blew up. And that brings me the most incredible joy because what I get out of that is that resonated with so many of you. It resonated that we are stepping into our no fucks era. We are stepping into this incredible confidence and power, and hence why we are absolutely the era to watch. And we are the number one growing segment of startups and new businesses. I mean, it's brilliant. And I get so excited, and I'm so excited that you all connected with it. And not just women over 50. I was getting responses from so many different people outside of our community of how they felt the power of the podcast. Wow, women over 50 really are the ones to watch. They had no idea that it was the number one growing segment in new business and startups. I also then received so many DMs from women saying, yes, I've stepped into it. I've started my own business. I've booked a solo trip by myself. I'm doing all these things because I'm absolutely stepping into my no fucks era. And that lights me up because that is what I am so damn passionate about. And that is what I'm here to do as much as I can, and that is inspire women to step into this incredible era that you are going into or already in. Now, I do talk a lot about the science behind this as well, and that it is an actual shift in your hormones. And that's what I like to speak about here is I know menopause is hard, and I'm not saying it's not for 1 second, but what I like to talk about is the power that comes with that. And it's scientifically proven that you really do step into this new confidence and this new power, and that is due to the hormonal shift. And that also brings that quite powerful new you of your no fucks era. And I'm sorry if I offend people with that, but it's just so damn powerful. And I just truly believe that is what this is about, and how everything else sort of builds that confidence around it. So I also got a lot of messages, a lot of DMs about it resonates. I felt the power. I felt it. I want to shift. I want to move. I want to step into that, but I don't know where to start. And there were a lot of people that actually said to me, I don't know where to reinvent myself. Now, first off, I want to talk about the word reinvention. Reinvention does not mean for a second that you have failed in any way, shape, or form. To me, what reinvention means and what stepping into this new era and this new power means is freedom. Because with finding your true self and finding what truly lights you up brings you freedom. And the reason I talk about freedom is because when you step into your true self, it is an incredibly freeing moment because finally you feel like you're back to you and the person that you were always meant to be and the person you probably were when you were younger. But due to all of the responsibilities that we have as women, as we go through all of our different eras and, you know, our teens and our 20s, we have different responsibilities. Then we move into our 30s and 40s and again, very different responsibilities. But with all those different eras and all those different responsibilities, I think we move away from our true self. And I did it, and I know most people that I speak to have done it as well. And I think that comes from all the different, let's say, titles that we take on, and we love that we take them on. But when you do wear so many hats, and that's the role of mother or daughter, friend, worker, wife. I mean, there's so many that we take on as women. And when we wear all of those hats, sometimes our hat, the hat that lit us up the most, whatever hat that was it bright and colorful? Was it radical? Was it crazy? Whatever that hat was, gets kind of hidden under all the other hats that get put on top. And I think the beauty of this era is slowly, we still wear the hats, but we don't wear them as heavily. And that allows those hats to slowly shift and for us to then find ourselves again. So we can call it reinvention if you'd like, but I think the power in it is finding us again. And us again gives us freedom. So what I'm going to do for you today is share some of the things that I've used to pivot on my journey and what has brought me now to the place that I have never been happier in. And I feel like now complete freedom because what I do brings me so much damn joy. So let me take you through what I believe are great little things that you can do if you are in that space of, I want to shift, I know I can shift, but I just need a little bit of guidance on it. So first off, here is the absolute truth about pivoting, reinvention, whatever we're going to call it. It normally comes from a place of a bit of a hard knock, and that's reality. We all know that when we come back, we're normally coming back from something. And that can be many different things. One that's come through very, very strongly is retrenchment. Don't start me on this one because I think there's a whole nother podcast in this. But unfortunately, over 50-year-old women seem to be in a very high bracket of being retrenched. So retrenchment is a really big one for our era. The other one is empty nesters. It's tough. You've raised these little people. They have been noisy in your house for so damn long. They have been saying mummy, mummy, mummy for a very, very long time. And then all of a sudden they've gone. And for the mums out there, it feels like a blink of an eye and it's done. So you're sitting at home now going, okay, now what do I do? That's a big one. I think the other really big one is divorce for women our age. Again, you've been in this family environment or with your husband by your side for a very long time, and all of a sudden he's gone for whatever reason, but then you're like, okay, so now it's me. What do I do? I think too, in that space there, widows, there's ladies out there that have reached out to me that have lost their husbands and feeling that heavy, heavy sadness through that and being by themselves again. And I also think another big one is friendship changes. And I've spoken about this in another podcast, but I do think friendships change and some of them sadly do disappear. So maybe you're finding yourself for some reason alone due to friendships. And I think also another big one is the loss of your parents. And because at this age as well, we've probably been doing a lot to help them and we've been there for them. And not just the loss of them through doing things for them, but I think the reality hits very hard. Well, I know it did for me when I lost my mum and dad very, very close together. And that was a major pivot for me because it was like, life is short. Life is damn short. And I only felt like Not long before, you were there holding my hand, guiding me through life, and now you're gone. And that was a really big, big empty feeling for me. So I think there's probably a lot of other things out there, but to me, they are the big ones that women have been contacting me about. So what I want to talk through is all of those different situations bring you to the same place. And that is, what's next? What's next for me? What do I now want to do? Because I'm out of a job, by myself, lost my parents, whatever it is, you are now in that space of rethinking, or can I put it another way? The focus is back on you. For the first time in a very long time, the focus is on you. And now, what are you going to do? I'm going to share just a little bit of my personal story because I think it's important that you understand where I've come from and how these things helped me. Most of you probably know it, but to touch on it, if you're new to 50 and Fearless podcast, is I was retrenched from my job suddenly and very unexpectedly. So I'm sitting in the retrenchment category, and it was a huge shock to me because I absolutely loved my job. I gave it 100%, and I just saw myself there for a very, very long time. And I'd built an incredible team. I had done incredible work. Like, it was just so not what I was expecting. And I think, sadly, this is happening to way too many women over 50. And a lot of you have shared that with me. And it is a big moment and it's really hard to deal with. But you will find it is also an incredibly pivotal time for you. Now, the other thing for me was very close to that. I lost both of my parents. And again, something that was a huge shock, and it was a grief that I really, really struggled with. So those two things were really hard for me. And I went through incredible grief, and I found myself very broken, crying on the floor many, many times, and really questioning the universe. Why me? Why? What else are you going to throw at me here? What else can you throw at me to break me? And in that moment, I felt completely broken. And why I'm sharing that is there are things that will get you out of that space, and not for a million billion ideas would this be it for me, ever. And that is what is so exciting. Not that you feel at that time. Sometimes in your most broken moments comes that little bit of light that takes you on a whole new journey that you were not expecting. And they're the things that I want to talk through today. Those little things that help me find my way, get back on my feet, and brought me to, I believe, the most beautiful journey for me. I mean, I just love everything about 50 and Fearless and what we do here as a community. But with that said, you can also come to this place with pure excitement. It doesn't just have to be grief. You could be going, woohoo, I am free, finally free of the kids have grown up. Maybe you've gone through a divorce that you're happy about. Maybe you're like, I am here, and you are sliding into this era with absolute complete excitement going, bring it on. Bring it on. What is next for me? Now, whichever way you are coming to this pivotal moment or reinvention or freedom, whatever we're going to call it, these little tips are going to help you. And it doesn't matter also if you're already at the woohoo, I'm on my path. These are also going to help you to go, okay, how can I make this path even better? So here are my 5 simple ideas, simple tips that help me, and I know are going to help you as well. Pivot, reinvent, find freedom, find you, whatever you want to call it. I want you to try these 5 simple things for me. Now, first and foremost, I speak a lot about this one in the courses that I do. But I truly believe it has so much power. And that is writing down your thoughts, journaling. Journal, 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 because we have lost that beautiful thing about writing and connecting with our thoughts. When you're on a phone, texting, when you're on your laptop, typing, you lose that connection. And again, scientifically proven, you lose that true connection to self. The moment you get out some paper and you start writing and you're journaling your thoughts, that is where the incredible power and your truth will flow. Now, the reason I love journaling so much is that it does open up thoughts that you'd probably forgotten about or hidden. So what I want you to do, just challenge yourself for the next 7 days. If it seems a bit much journaling, just do 7 days and then do another week and just write. Freely write. Don't think about it. Don't worry about your handwriting. Scribble, whatever it is, just write. Now, there's a beautiful lady, Anne-Marie, in my group that I run for the courses, and she hand makes journals and they are beautiful. And you know what, Anne-Marie, I'm going to share your link here because I love what you do. But Anne-Marie talks a lot about morning creative, morning notes. I think she calls it morning notes. And there's an incredible power that she talks about that if you wake up and the first thing you do, don't go for your phone, don't check Instagram, don't do any of that. Grab your notebook by your bed, make yourself a coffee and sit somewhere quiet and just start writing. Anne-Marie talks about the power in that moment and the thoughts that will come through first thing in the morning. Because when you've been sleeping, your mind has actually still been working and you are tapping probably into your true self. So also try that if you can. If your lifestyle allows you, as soon as you wake up, start writing. Again, don't think about it, just start writing. Now cover everything you can. Again, don't think about it. Don't worry if it's too heavy. Don't worry if it's too light. Just write. We need to do more of it. We need to bring back writing because it is such a beautiful channel to get our real thoughts down on paper. Now, to give you an example of this, I was doing journaling and I was writing every day. And one of the things I got really deep into is when I was really missing my job. And I started writing about what I missed the most. And the interesting thing that came out wasn't about the marketing strategies, wasn't about the ads I was making, wasn't about the events I was running. I missed my team. And I missed how I empowered my team. I missed how I helped nurture them to be the best at their jobs that I possibly could. I missed that side of it. And that's where I now find it fascinating. What I am doing in this space with the podcast and my courses and everything like that, this is the piece that I love the most about my job. And I've been very lucky to build incredible teams with amazing people and mentored them. And some of the people from my last role have worked with me in different roles for many, many, many years. And when I started journaling, that's what I realized. That is the bit that I missed about my job. And so that pivot to me, it wasn't even planned. That wasn't even planned. But I found it really interesting when I went back and re-looked at all the notes that the reason what I do now excites me so much is because I'm actually doing what I love the most about my job. So start journaling. You don't know what's going to come out. Okay, so number 2, choose a word. Seems simple, doesn't it? Choose a word. So when I was going through what I was going through, the irony, my word was fearless. I had to face my fears. I had to become fearless. So I came up with the word fearless. So then when I built 50 and Fearless, again, it was just putting my word into the era I was stepping into. And if you don't know my story, I started 50 and Fearless as a way to get out of bed every day. I kept it faceless for a very, very long time. And it was me just getting my creative spark back, bringing some joy back into my life and getting out of bed every day to find my purpose. So Fearless became my filter for everything I was doing. I had to make decisions that aligned with being fearless. So as an example, maybe you're going through a divorce and your word's freedom. Maybe you're now an empty nester and that's actually bringing you joy and excitement and adventure. Whatever you're going through, find your one word, stick it up, write it on your mirror, and everything you're doing, bring yourself back to that word. Now, again, it sounds so simple, but it's so damn powerful. Because let's say you're an empty nester and you are having those moments of this is really hard. Actually, no, I need to find joy in this moment. Joy is my word. So I'm going to pick myself up. I'm going to take myself for a walk. I'm going to go and do a class, whatever it is that brings you joy. So, number 2, find your one word. Now, the next one, number 3, start small, but go bold. Now, the reason I say that, if I was sitting here now saying to you, go and create a whole new life and reinvent yourself, that's going to be scary. It's scary for anyone. Start small, but go bold. So do little things, but are still going to have really big impact. Again, I started one day, I went, I'll start an Instagram page. The next day, okay, maybe I'll post something. Oh, that worked. Okay, maybe I'll do something even a little cheekier than that one. Oh, they kind of like that one as well. But then I got bolder in what I was doing. I didn't start one day and say, I'm going to build an Instagram page that's going to have X amount of followers. This is what I'm going to position it as. This is the audience I'm going to attract. It wasn't like that, as I've talked about a few times. I did small moves, but when I did it, I made them bold. So make small moves that you feel comfortable with. If you are ready to go all out, jump in, sell your house, pack up everything you have and travel the world, damn well go for it. That I love. I love that. But if you are in that place of, I'm not ready to do that, you can start doing small things every day, but make them count. So let's say you do want to go on a world trip. You do want to pack up, Airbnb your house for 6 months. Now, if you say to yourself today, I'm going to pack up my house, put it on Airbnb and just go and travel the world for 6 months. For a lot of people, that will overwhelm. So what you do is you break it down into your micro steps, but make them big, make them count, those steps. So today you will map out, okay, I want to go around the world. Got it. Tomorrow, these are the countries I'd like to visit. The next day, these are the cities I'd like to visit in those countries. Now, you can see by making the bold micro moves, within 3 weeks, you could be then, okay, I could Airbnb the place. I'm going to now research Airbnbing today. Those small, micro, bold moves will get the momentum going. The same if you want to build a business. The same if you want to quit your job and do something. You've got to do all those micro, bold moves. Small, micro, but bold moves. Okay, number 4. This is a big one. Expect resistance. You have to be ready for the fact that people are not going to get excited for you. Now, that may sound really harsh, but I'm telling you, if you suddenly turn around and say, I'm selling my house, I'm packing up everything I've got, I'm traveling the world, I'm selling my house to start my dream business, people are not going to go, I am so damn excited for you. I can't wait. What can I do for you? I'll help you pack your bags. There are a lot of people out there that fear change. And there's a lot of beautiful loved ones in your world that think they know you best and want the best for you, but maybe they don't know what that is. So you will find friends and family resist what you do and the decisions you are currently making. I know I kept quiet on 50 and Fearless for a very long time, 8 months to be exact. And I could see the momentum it was gaining. And I so wanted to speak out. I wanted to say it was me. None of my friends or family knew it was me. I had told no one. And what made me laugh is that I could see friends and family following me, which was hilarious. But I was really scared of what people were going to say. Because as 50 and Fearless grew, my confidence grew, and so did my ideas of where I wanted to take this. And it gained the momentum that I'm like, this is not just me getting out of bed and creatively expressing myself anymore. This is something that I'm passionate about sharing, and I need to come out. Now, the day I came out was terrifying. I was so scared about what people were going to say. And they did. And they still do. And they still comment. And they still say to me, oh, how's your little hobby going? Now, that used to upset me, where now I'm like, I am so damn passionate about that. So you have to expect that you are going to get resistance. Now, I personally think the best way to handle that is with gratitude and love. So thank you for your concern. Thank you for your thoughts. Thank you for your ideas, but I've got this. I think I've used quite a few times now, I'm a 52-year-old woman. I think I know what I'm doing. And I think that's what you've got to be ready for. Now, you may be very, very lucky that you don't get any of that. And I am so damn excited for you, because the people around you are clearly very, very connected into what you want out of life. But for the ones that it does come up for, just be ready with your response. And if I can give one more little tip in this little category, maybe keep things to yourself for a while. Because it's interesting, I talked about all the different businesses I tried to start over the years. And the big learning I have from 50 and Fearless is you don't need to tell the world everything straight away. You don't need to tell everyone what you want for you and what's best for you. Maybe you just need to start doing it and then show everyone what you're doing and how much it lights you up. Because at the end of the day, this is your journey, this is your life, and this is your story that you are writing. No one else's, just yours. So, I just am giving you this little bit of, let's say, warning, just so you're prepared. I'm going to say 99% of the time people will come up against a little bit of resistance. And also, we need to remember that resistance is normally coming from a very loving place. And that's where you thank that person, you are grateful for their kindness and their thoughts, and then go and do what lights you up. Okay, number 5. Now, this is really important as well. All of this is important. But number 5, celebrate the small wins. So as you're going along the journey of reinventing, pivoting, whatever you're doing, but the true thing you are doing is finding your freedom. As you go along the journey, celebrate the small wins. I remember when I hit 1,000 followers, I was so damn excited. I danced around the living room, prayed my favorite song, and I'm like, oh my goodness, people actually are interested in what I'm saying. Now, I couldn't celebrate with anyone because no one knew what I was doing, but I did those celebrations. And the same with you. Maybe you're not going to tell anyone, but congratulate yourself and say you are doing a brilliant job. If you're doing a round the world trip and you finish the itinerary, celebrate it. You then go and book the tickets, celebrate that. Celebrate your wins, because what those small wins are telling your brain is that you are on the path you want to be on. Because when you hit those little moments, the joy and the excitement that will build within you, it will let you know that you're on the right path. And that needs to be celebrated. And celebrate in whatever way you like to do that. It may be just going for a swim in the ocean. Maybe, I know for me, I would dive in the ocean and scream out loud with excitement. And other times, yes, I would pour a glass of champagne and say, well done. So celebrate those small wins, because it's so important. You are finding yourself again, and you are finding what truly lights you up. And that is so worth celebrating, whatever point you are at in those moments. So if you have been listening and thinking, this sounds like me, yes, how do I now step in to my no fucks era? How do I now take away all these different hats that I've had to wear for so long, but for whatever reason, they are slowly coming off and revealing actually what I truly want and what truly lights me up? Then I would love to challenge you. Just do those 5 things that I've mentioned. Just start and see where it takes you. See where this journey takes you. You may just be having a little whisper at the moment going, oh, I feel a bit frustrated where I'm at. I want change in my life. I want to do things differently. I want a different outlook on life. I feel stuck where I am. I feel frustrated where I am. Whatever those little voices are inside of your head saying right now, do this for me. Follow those 5 simple steps and see where it takes you. See what path, see what comes out when you're journaling. You may be incredibly surprised what comes out. Packing up and traveling the world, or moving to France, or starting a business, or running off into the hills may have never what you thought entered your head. But when you quiet all the noise around you and just tune into you, you may be quite amazed by what you are telling yourself. So now let's just recap. First of all, take time out to pause and reflect and journal. Journal, journal, journal. I love the idea of writing as soon as you wake up because you are really tapping into your true thoughts. Do not type it. Do not go on your phone and put it in notes. Write it down. Scientifically proven, when your mind connects with your hand and you write, your true feelings and thoughts will come out flowing. Secondly, choose your word. Choose your powerful word that is going to help you reinvent yourself, pivot, find your freedom. As I said, mine was fearless, and that has now carried me through over the last year, and never in my wildest dreams did I think that would happen. The next one is start your actions small but bold. Make them count. So start mapping things out for yourself so it doesn't feel too overwhelming where you want to take this. Make those micro moves bold. But at the same time, if you are ready to go all in, sell your house, pack up everything, go for it. But I think that can be overwhelming for a lot of people. So start small and go bold. And number 4, expect resistance. You are going to get it. Just prepare yourself that you're going to get it. Have your beautiful speech ready. Thank you. I'm so grateful for your love and your kindness and your care. But this is the path I'm now taking. Or even better, maybe just keep it to yourself for a while. That's my thoughts. That's what I did. And the final one, celebrate every win. Small, large, whatever it is, celebrate. You are taking a new direction, a new path. Be proud of yourself. And each and every one of those small wins celebrate you because you are amazing and you are pivoting, reinventing whatever you are doing. You are worth celebrating. So they are my 5 simple tips that I have used. They are simple but so effective. Just try them for a few weeks. And again, this doesn't mean you are reinventing and pivoting your entire life. It could be just sections of your life. It could be that you've lost your job. Everything else in your life is amazing, which is brilliant. You now just want to find a new career. So wherever you are at currently, use these 5 little tips because they are small, but they can have major, major impact in whatever you want to do within your life. You know, I say it all the time. I'm so damn passionate about women stepping in to this era with confidence and power and getting on the path that truly, truly lights them up. So if this has resonated with you, it's lit a fire within you that you're going, okay, I'm going to put these things into action next week, and I know a friend that can do the same, please share this episode with her, as I would love to share as much as this love as I possibly can and build the confidence within as many women as I can to get on the path that brings them joy. Also, have a look at our courses. They are really having incredible impact on so many women. And I get so many DMs and emails with just incredible stories that really touch me. So have a look at those, as well as if you're not following us on Instagram, come across and follow us, because we have very entertaining content, a lot of fun, and a lot of stuff that really is helping women step into their power and their fabulous no fucks era. Also, join our channels if you want to have great girls chat in the 50 and Fearless channel, or I just recently started the business channel. That is because so many women reached out to me saying, I want to start a business. How do I start a business? Or I'm in a business. How do I build it? And that is what I've been doing for 30 years. So if I can share my knowledge, my skills with you all and help you build your businesses, that excites me. And that is what we talk about in the 50 and Fearless Business channel. And also please subscribe wherever you are listening to this. Subscribe and follow so you don't miss an episode. And until next time, remember, we are an incredible bunch of women here in the 50 and Fearless community. And most importantly, we are just getting started. I'll see you soon.